Hello everybody. Let me check how many people are online right now. I'm 3 minutes too early, so not quite sure. Just have a quick look. Live stream. Okay, I guess you guys could hear me. It looks okay as well. So, not just one person, just me, I guess. Anyway, I'm slightly too early, but okay, I guess it'll be okay. So the first thing first, I think yes, next week will still, so next Monday will still be one live stream, and the week after we're going to Berlin for the weekend and stay until Monday, so, and coming back on Monday, probably evening, which means there wouldn't be any live stream in that week. Which week is that? I guess it's like 25th to 27th. Let me just have a quick look. But have a quick look. Where is my calendar? So yeah, so we're probably leaving on the 25th and coming back on the 27th, and that day is Monday, which means there will be no live stream on that week. Or probably I could, if possible, if I could get really good internet, I'll do a live stream in Berlin. I'll talk about that later. And today, I'm doing a stir fry with cauliflower, only because it's like super cheap at the moment. I don't know if it's in season right now, but I got like €1 with like a whole cauliflower. Here is about half of the cauliflower, so a smaller half. And I'm going to stir fry it with a bit of bacon and then a bit of one dry chili and one crushed garlic. So should we start, or should we wait for a couple more minutes? So I'm just doing a quick stir fry today. You can also kind of reinvent yourself by adding some more ingredients. I'm just stir frying this with a bit of salt, and then here you can use you can make your own chicken stock, or I don't know, vegetable stock. Here, just to make it quick and easy, I use this dry stock powder from Maggi. I think it's like 100 years old German brand. Good old German stock powder. And that's why we need a bit of water to kind of mix it to make the stock. And I could make this now. I'll make my camera slightly better angle so you guys could see it, like always. It's just slightly complicated, yeah. Hopefully you guys could see. Okay, how is now, so you guys could see me? Problems with you see the wok, you can't see me anymore, so just lift it up slightly. But now, okay, probably a bit more would be better. Okay, that's a problem that I always have to look up then. Okay, Looks fine. So, like always, here I actually boil them in hot water, boiling water. This camera is not straight right now. Okay, so in boiling water with a bit of oil and salt. So they are pretty much cooked. You can see they are softened. And then move it a bit here. I'm always like worried the oil is going to splash on my face. So we just cook this a bit on low heat, medium low heat, which is always better. Okay, just tiny bit of vegetable oil. Okay. Here's probably half tablespoon, roughly. Okay. And then here adding a bit of bacon. This is like diced already when I got them, so just a little bit. I'll guess probably 2 to 3 tablespoons. It really is up to you how much you want to put in. And while it is sauteing, we can add in our crushed garlic, dry chili. You can also use fresh chili. I like to break it. So this is really just a quick and easy recipe. Usually it's called 干锅, because I guess because they like to transfer it at the end to like a dry wok to serve it. Maybe that's the reason. I have no idea. Okay. Now you can see the bacons are cooked and getting slightly kind of darker and crispy. Okay. Then we can just add in our cauliflower. It's probably going to be a bit water in it because I boiled them. It was okay. So it doesn't take too long to cook because cauliflowers are already cooked. They are already softened. Now we can give it a pinch of salt. Because the bacon is kind of salty, so you don't need too much salt. You can also add in a pinch of sugar if you like. Okay. And here, I'll guess like 1 teaspoon or half teaspoon of the powder. Here is a beef stock. Then add just tiny bit of water. To kind of cover the cauliflower here. Okay. Can just let it cook for a few minutes. Well, if you have a lid, you can cover it, but I don't have it here. I guess just let it cook. Now it's ready. You can either transfer it to like a hot plate and with like the right fire underneath to keep it warm, or here I just use a bowl to serve it. Doesn't really matter, just me eating it. Hello, Mike. I'm cooking stir-fried cauliflower, or called 干锅花菜. So that's like the Chinese name of it. 干锅花菜 is the Chinese name. 花菜 is cauliflower. 干锅 is this kind of meat wok they use to serve it. I think that's the right way to translate it. And this takes only a couple of minutes to make. If you want to make it vegan, you can definitely do it without the bacon. Then and use vegetable stock for it. Then it's vegan. So here I have a bit bacon, crispy bacon. I guess 2 more minutes, because the stock powder sometimes still see tiny pieces in it. It's probably also from the dry chili, has the seeds in it as well. Let me see, I have like a bit of a chili oil, just a little tiny little bit. Uh-oh. Okay. Hopefully it's not too spicy. Slightly a bit too much. It should be okay. Now it's completely red. I made this myself, just like good old recipe. You guys could find it out on my channel. So once it's kind of reduced, you can turn it off. This chili oil looks dangerous. Okay, let me just transfer it. Let me just clean it up first. 2 seconds to move it away. And here. Okay, now just have a quick close look. You can probably cook it without the chili oil. I just saw the oil, I thought, probably put it in. Let me just give it a quick try. Hopefully it's not too spicy. It tastes better than how it looks. It's just slightly spicy. Okay. So I guess you can probably, because when I boil the cauliflower, it took slightly a bit too long. That's why it's really kind of soft at the moment. But if you prefer like a crunchy cauliflower, you can probably cook it, poach the cauliflower for like 2 seconds, really quick. Because really is, you want to stir fry it without taking too long. Okay, let me just move this back so you guys can see me. Okay. Sorry, I have to move this around all the time. Just, you guys wouldn't be seeing me properly, or you can't see what I'm cooking when this camera is direct in my face. So I need a better angle for the wok, and now start my lunch. Guten Appetit. Okay, it's good. I'm probably going to need a bit of water as well. Super hot. So, like I said, wow, I made a mess here. Doesn't matter. So, like I said, in 2 weeks we're going to Berlin, and it's actually a really short trip. Only so we're leaving Saturday morning, and we're taking a train instead of flight, which means the train takes, I think, around 6 hours or 7 hours. Some crazy numbers. But we're going to transfer stop, I think, in Hamburg, or some other city. I forgot. My husband booked the ticket. But anyway, so it's a really crazy long train ride, and you leave from Karlsruhe around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Also terribly early, and around I think around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock afternoon will be in Berlin. And then Sunday we book the a night over at how do you call it, a spa? No, the spa, more like a so like a swimming pool, but inside you can also have sauna and spa inside. It's called a tropical island. It's about an hour away from Berlin. So it sounds crazy. It takes us 6-7 hours to get to Berlin, and then on the next day we're going to take 1 hour train to this tropical island and have overnight there. And we're going to sleep in a tent. So it will be my first experience to sleep in a tent, but it's not really outdoor. It's inside of this spa, but they make it look like a tropical. So it's a tropical themed spa, kind of famous. I guess if you are living around the area, you probably already know. It's just called Tropical Insel or some kind of name. And suppose, because it's always hot inside, like 365 a year and 25 hours a day, always warm, like 30 degrees in there. That's why, and they have lots of tropical trees and plants inside. They're saying it's literally like in a tropical area, and there's also insects living there. That's why we need to bring some spray for that. And there's one pool that's open 24 hours, which means like we can go swim in the middle of the night. And we sleep in the tent. So I thought it's a good experience. Maybe I could do a live stream if there's good internet. We will see. It costs like 130 for two. Includes the entrance to the swimming pool area, a spa, as well as like the tent we're going to sleep in. So that's on Sunday. And then Monday morning we're back in Berlin. Then we will have like half more days there. I want to go to YouTube space in Berlin, but it's also not so close from the city. So we will see. My husband bought this train ticket, like discount. You can go anywhere with the train with 25% discount. That's why we're going to travel a lot with Deutsche Bahn, the train in Europe, next year. And I think at the end of this month, November, at the end of November, it will be the world famous Christmas market, Weihnachtsmarkt. It will be in Karlsruhe, almost every city. Then the first one was in Nuremberg, and then my husband said the first one actually started because of Hitler. I have no idea if it's true, but it's now a tradition. 4 weeks before Christmas, and it starts in almost every German city. Sometimes other countries do it as well, like Frankreich, so France, Österreich, Austria. Last year we were in Czech Republic, they're doing it as well. So just a few stands and they sell street food. Really rarely to see that, but it's like a scene. You can get more wine, sausages, bread buns, kind of like simple things. The Christmas market. And then, well, my camera is not straight. Nobody's telling me. Okay. That's better. So, and we're still looking for flights for Christmas and New Year, which is extremely difficult. Although I didn't look for anything, my husband, they are looking for it. And then my husband and my brother-in-law, we couldn't find any good flights. So everything is crazy expensive when you want to travel during the time. I think it was like $900 both way to Thailand, something like crazy number. So we're still looking for it, where we can go this year. And the other thing is, my channel now has how many subscribers? 1,900 something. So which means I'll get my 2,000 subscribers very soon. My makeup is a bit funny today. I'm using a different eyeliner today. Anyway, experimenting because I'm writing some beauty bloggers for my Chinese blog. So testing some new products. It's looking funny. Can't see it, but the eyeliner, I'm using a purple eyeliner today. Looking so extreme. What I'm saying. So yeah, quickly we have 2,000 subscribers, and then when I just got my 1,000 subscribers, I did a lucky draw. You know how bad I am. I still didn't ship it out. So I thought because this person is, if you're watching, I know, I'm so sorry, because it's kind of occupied, like really busy all the time. And then because I'm going to bake some Christmas cookies. Sorry, I have to do this. My nose is full. My husband is sick. I feel like he gave it to me already. Anyway, so this week and next week, when I still have some time to cook, I want to make some Christmas cookies. Because last year I made really lots of Christmas recipes, like I roasted goose, baked this Christmas cake, brownies, so all those kind of Christmas recipes. So I thought, what should I do this year? I'm probably going to bake some Christmas cookies. My husband is a huge fan of cinnamon stars, Zimtsterne. I'm probably going to bake some of this. But my mother-in-law, she's baking like every year, so suppose I'm not going to bake too much. So let her to do the magic. I feel like because I'm using a purple eyeliner, looks like my eyes are like possessed, kind of like demon possessed. Completely red. Anyway, and I got lots of apples from my mother-in-law. They have like 3 or 4 or 5 apple trees in the garden, and every year around this time they have so many apples, and they really don't have enough time to eat them all. Sometimes they go bad, but apples last like crazy long, like over a whole winter. They can last really a whole couple of months or even longer. But I got so much of them here, and I know last week you guys saying I shouldn't make the apple cake. I verstehe, but I guess I have to make it because I don't know how is it possible to finish all the apples in time. It's just so much. So the recipe this week, I'm going to make the apple cake. But it's kind of quite a unique recipe. It uses the apple mousse, not just apple in it. So I guess it's kind of interesting, I guess, for people not from Europe, because it's so common here. It's probably one of the easiest recipe you can make from home. Like my mother-in-law last week, she made apple cake as well. Just because it's easy and use lots of apple. Then I'll also make a Chinese dessert with sticky rice. It's called 糍粑. I know it sounds funny. In Chinese, it's so. It's pretty much deep fried, so steamed and deep fried sticky rice. Quite interesting. I like. You can have like a salty version or sweet version. I'm making a dessert. For me, sugar is always better, tastes better. Funny, I had like 5 people watching now, down to 2 again. Really kind of spicy. The more you eat it, the more spicy it is. Like this morning, my husband forgot to set the alarm So when we got up, it was like so late, was shocking, was even over 9 o'clock. We slept 9 hours. So I didn't have much time to prepare this morning. I still have like 1 chapter of this quality management handbook I've been working on for months now. And then I want to finish that. So after every morning I just felt like, every Monday I felt like I don't know what to cook for live stream. It's kind of challenging always. But I think this turns out okay. And then our trip to London has extended to 5 people, but my in-laws are going as well with us. So, I really wanted to try this ente waffle, so dark waffle. They like combine salty and sweetness together. The crazy things only British people can imagine. And also there is an Asian, like a Chinese restaurant in London I want to try as well. They make this like bowl, like a Chinese burger. It would be good to film as well. Is it like also Christmas cookie? Italian bow tie cookies. Why Italian bow tie? Is bow tie from Italy? Italy? Italian's Deutsch. It's deep fried. And the funny thing is, they're so many similarities between Chinese and Italian cooking. This looks totally, completely like some kind of Chinese, completely 100% like a Chinese snack. It's also like a dough and folded and deep fried. It looks so similar, crazy. Why is it? I could try, but it looks completely similar, like the Chinese dessert. That's the other thing. I wanted to make a funnel cake when I saw it, but I don't know when. Looks good. I'll give it a try. Italian boat tie cake. Cookies. Not cakes, cookies. Never had it before, this cookie. My mother-in-law always bake like 4 or 5 different kinds of cookies for Christmas. My favorite ones with nougat. Sorry. Really sorry, but it's spicy. So with nougat and with almonds. What else? There's one tastes so good. This is probably this one with nuts. Nougat tastes also really good in cookie. She always like spend a whole day at least work on all the cookies, and we eat it for really a whole month, from the beginning until the end of Christmas. But I'm not so sure this year because they're going for a holiday I think in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, probably 3 weeks, and they're going to Phuket already. So I'm almost finished. So many these small pieces from cauliflower. Okay. Finished, done, over. I didn't put much salt in it, but it's salty because of the bacon. Somehow my arm is twisted. So there's still 30 minutes. What should we talk about? I need a new tissue. So today was like another person at me on my YouTube, at me on my WeChat because of YouTube. It's funny though, because most of the time only Chinese use WeChat, and I haven't got so many people contact me because of my YouTube channel yet. But it's growing slowly. I can see it's probably gonna reach 2,000 this week or next week. Hopefully this week, but more likely next week. I think until Christmas, it will all just be winter recipes, Christmas related. Haven't done many recipes for Halloween this year because of my holiday, so I need to compensate that with a bit more Christmas recipes. But still will be probably 2 cooking videos a week. I should change my description because I'm still writing like every day a video, but it's just too much work. Hard to finish all that work. It would just be too much for me, like just editing and filming all week. Now I still have a bit more time to do my translating work and then writing some blogs, Chinese blogs, etc. Today is actually much better, although when we got up it was like cold. But last week, whole weekend, it was raining all day long for the 2 whole days. Like terrible weather, and now it's getting crazy cold in Germany. Always below 10. Now I don't know what it's like today. I checked that yesterday was like minus below 0 degree. Now it changed, so the coldest is already 0. I'm not really like accustomed to cold weather. It's like just too cold for me. Let's see, which says 0, but it's not really showing which hour is turned to 0. Now it's 7, but anywhere below 10 is too cold for me. And very often, because I am home alone most of the time during the day, and I just don't feel like turning the heater on. So I'm sitting here without heating system, and my husband's working with like hot wearing t-shirts at work. I'm freezing here. And what else? Need to think of something to talk about. Still, let's say just do 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, then it's we can call it off. I have like a pumpkin soup recipe I could make. Just need to find a good time for that. What's the difference between a pumpkin and a squash? Can somebody answer me? So pumpkin is sweeter, squash is more like a vegetable. Is it? Somebody just contact me. So like I have this online shop myself. It's the size. Is a squash smaller, pumpkin bigger? But pumpkin can be also really small. So I don't know. Anyway, so somebody just text me through this online shop. 2 seconds. And I'm selling some like German cosmetics to China, like the usual stuff. And like on the 11th November, it's called Singles Day in China. It's not like a holiday or anything. It's not a public holiday. It's just a day because there's 4/1 on this day. So if keep wanting to say German, so it's 11th November, and usually people get sad or blue because of the day, because for singles, people don't have a partner, people who are not married, or people who are alone. But now they're changing this day from a sad day to a happy day, which means it's a day where you can buy lots of stuff at a really great price. Like I've seen people selling like cosmetics which cost like $200-300 per bottle, and they're selling it for $11 or something like crazy discount, but you have to fight for it. They only have a limited amount available. That's why on the 10th of November, right around right after midnight, and people are fighting for stuff on Taobao. It's crazy. Like now I have this online shop also on Taobao, and people can buy stuff with me as well. I guess when I'm big enough, I could also sell it as well to do like, yeah, to completely like Black Friday, but it's crazy. Like they were saying on the Singles Day, Taobao making billions on the one day. I don't know. So I guess, and it's more online, less of a real shop. So slightly different from Black Friday. And people are really fighting really right after midnight of so on 10th. Because when you wait until 11th, it will be all gone. Nothing available. Everything's sold out. Like it takes probably an hour or even less. And on the same day, I keep seeing, I saw like people posting it on my WeChat, what they bought on the day, all like crazy, like 10 different snacks or clothes or stuff, and or people were saying, oh, they could go to bed right now because they bought enough. They bought all they want to buy, and and they even Taobao went down for like a few minutes. It was like system was busy. It was just like billions of people trying to buy stuff at the same time. It's crazy, but it's fun to see how Chinese are involved in like some kind of event. They always like to do things together, which is fun. Just 2 seconds. Let me just answer this. So I am like 24 hours available as well. Internet. Or in internet is Deutsch, on internet is English. Is it true? My husband is looking for like a good laptop for gaming, like for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months already, and there's nothing, and he's still waiting until Black Friday. It's not like a huge thing in Europe, but they're trying to do a similar deal as well, but it's nothing like crazy. I sometimes feel like it's a rip-off because they show you how much discount you get, but in reality it's not so. Like Amazon gives good Black Friday deals, but they're always showing you the original price, which is not really original because they normally already sell it quite cheap. I don't know. I'm already in the mood for Christmas shopping. Last week, like one day I got 4 packages delivered, and the other day I got 3. And sometimes because I'm always home, always taking packages from our neighbors as well. People are all in the buying mode. Well, looking at like, I don't know, like I've seen like news showing people are like lining up, waiting outside of, which was it? Was a Best Buy or some kind of other model shop. I forgot which brand was it. But you definitely get the much cheaper pricing in the state. Like the especially electronics, like computer stuff, cell phone. Like iPhone is selling crazy expensive in Europe, almost unaffordable anymore. I'm still using my iPhone, this 6, I guess. Now it's already iPhone 10. It's crazy. I'm still waiting. Like when I got this cell phone was already a year after when it came out, so it was like a better deal. And when I got it, I was so happy, like the best thing I could spend. How much was it? I think it was 500 euro and stuff, or 400 euro, I forgot. I felt like it's really great value for money, but it didn't last for very long. Took me probably a week, then I'm like kind of get used to it, and it's just like another cell phone. But before this cell phone, I was using my iPhone 4 for like, I don't know how many years, 3 years. I'll tell him, because the problem is we actually wanted to travel to US during New Year to get some great deals. There is a Black Friday deal, flight deal from one of the flight company airlines. Yeah, from one of the airlines, and I think it was like 300 euro for both ways during Black Friday. So they are sending like Europeans to go to America to get Black Friday deals. We want to get some as well, but don't know where we are going during New Year. If we are really going to New York for New Year, then we could actually buy something there. I have a relative living in Maryland as well, so can post to them. But the thing is, I feel like because my in-laws are going to Thailand and my brother-in-law completely he is like eager to also go to Thailand, but because the price is so crazy, it's almost impossible. That's also the reason why now it's how many weeks before Christmas? I don't know, 5-6 weeks, and we still haven't got any airline yet. No ticket, no flight ticket, no hotel booked. And my husband has 3 weeks holiday, and we have no idea where we're going or what we're doing for the 3 weeks. There's option is we're going to Asia, but it's going to be crazy expensive. The flight is killing us because at least 600 or 700 euro just for the flight, and then need to book hotel and stuff. I'm okay with going to Asia, but I don't want to spend like 700, 800. Or we could go to New York and find a deal, probably around 500 or 600. Could go to America, but then I don't know. I just feel like it's trouble. When you have too many days holidays, also a problem. People in China only have like 10 days holiday a year, and they could spend like, I don't know, 10,000 for the holiday, because they only do that once a year, so it's not a problem. But for us, we have been, like my husband gets probably 4 weeks holiday a year, and then sometimes, because at the beginning of this year he was still in probation period, which means he couldn't take any holiday, and causing us like now so many days for holiday, but everything is crazy expensive and we don't know where to go. The saddest thing will be stay in Germany for New Year, because there is no fireworks and stuff. I thought it would be also okay if we were going to like Portugal or what's the other place we want to go? Ungarn is Deutsch. What's it in English? I forgot. But my husband keeps saying it's just not worth it because it's kind of cold here, no matter where we're going. So we can't go swim, blah blah blah, all the excuses. But I'm not complaining. I shouldn't complain because I'm not looking for flights anyway. It's always it's the job of my husband to look for things. But I tried this Tiger Direct New Egg. That's a funny name. I will look for it now. He's looking for like he's looking for the newest processor, Intel processor. What is the newest? Intel 8 or something, like really the best tip-top graphic card, like at least 18 gigabyte or 16 gigabyte or something. Like he has all those criteria and he's not getting like the deal, and he wants to get something not more than 1,400, 1,300 if it's tip-top condition, like all the things he needs. And what do you know what's the saddest thing is he bought this 360 virtual reality glasses, but it's sitting underneath our bed for 3-4 months already, and he still doesn't have a laptop to play with. And when he got the glasses, it was on sale for 400 euro, and then yesterday he saw a deal for 350, and he was completely desperate because he has that glasses for 3-4 months already, and now it's 50 euros cheaper, but he didn't play like once. He didn't even open it because he doesn't have a laptop for it. That's like I'm interested in why there isn't like this laptop and computer company just offer you can build your own laptop. Because when you look at it, he always looking at different offers. Very often he doesn't get what he wants, and he always getting this like crap deals. I guess most of us, 80% of people who don't know computer. Like for me, I don't know nothing, and then when I get it, I just buy a Mac, and then if it's price is okay, then I buy it. If it's not too old, I buy it. But like when I bought mine, I just know it's a good laptop. I don't know what's in it. And then I'm using this for how long? 6 years. I'm using the same laptop for 6 years. It's crazy. I want to get a new one, but everything is getting crazy expensive, including laptops. Like Apple is charging people blood money for stuff. It's crazy. Let me just check this Tiger Direct. I think I bought mine was like only 1,000 something as well, dollars. Now I don't know how. I will definitely show my husband this. Thank you very much. What's the egg thing again? What's this called? Egg. New egg. Crazy name. Let me just. I'll just keep the link open, then I can show him later. But I'm sure they don't deliver to Europe. We have to, if we buy here, probably have to deliver to America somewhere. Okay, I'll show him. Thank you for the information. I think it's probably time. I have 5 minutes, and I was like 3 minutes earlier. And then so next week I'll think of something to cook, and the week after, and hopefully I'll do the live stream in the tropical island. If not, I'll think of something else. And the worst scenario will be no video, no live stream in 2 weeks. And what else? So I'll make some cookies this week, bake some desserts like always, and I hope you guys enjoy my videos. And then I'll see you next week. And then hope you guys can keep warm. Have a great week this week. Don't catch cold like me always. And see ya. See ya.